Is it wrong to be blunt about obesity, even if it kills you? When cancer research this week revealed that millennials are set to become the most overweight generation since records began, there was a key message that they delivered very bluntly indeed. Obesity is a cause of cancer. All around Manchester, billboards and posters have been shouting this message out around the city. It called for a ban on junk food advertising and urged people to eat healthier, more balanced diets. But not everyone appreciated the tone of this message. But is what cancer research has done wrong? The main issue to arise from their claim is the problem of fat shaming. But this itself is a completely different matter, as being fat is hugely different to being obese, and one is a lot better than the other. So, is being fat a bad thing? While the health risks of obesity, such as increased risk of cancer and other diseases, are rarely disputed among most doctors, some experts and campaigners think the way weight is talked about should change. Reporter Tom Ewer has delved deep into obesity research and claims that being overweight might not matter as much as you think. He says that overweight people were not always derided, and this is because of one key biological fact. We store fat for a reason, and it benefited the early humans. And even after the birth of agriculture, few people feared becoming overweight. In fact, throughout much of the world and for most of history, being fat was a sign of success and wealth. As food supplies increased in some areas, it became less impressive to be able to afford to eat well, and being overweight gradually became stigmatised and was eventually considered a health risk. He explains that most of the recent studies he's come across have argued that the negative health implications of carrying this extra weight may have been overblown, and furthermore, being fat may even be good for you. The term fat itself is considered an umbrella term, and most people fall under this broad spectrum. They're plump, curvy, a few extra pounds, big-boned. There are many names for it, but the point is they're not obese. Being overweight but not obese is actually associated with longer life expectancy. But obesity, on the other hand, is a completely different matter. It is a serious, chronic disease that can have a negative effect on many systems in your body. People who are obese have a much greater risk of developing serious conditions, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and bone and joint disease, among others, explains Dr. Raman Goel, the head of bariatric surgery in Tardio, Mumbai, and goes on to say that being obese is a living hell for your body. Most importantly, he also agrees that obesity plays a large role in the development of cancers, saying that obese people have a far greater chance of getting bowel, breast, and esophageal cancers. So was Cancer Research UK right to introduce their shock-provoking campaign? It's hard to tell, as is the fine line between being fat and obese, and as is the evidence for and against the statement they made. For every article and research produced about obesity causing cancer, there is another article stating the opposite. The most important thing, it seems, is eating a healthy, balanced diet and exercising regularly.